Biophilic VR classrooms, virtual learning environments infused with natural elements like forests, oceans, gardens, or open skies, are becoming a compelling innovation in educational technology. More than just an aesthetic upgrade, these immersive, nature-based settings are being explored as tools to strengthen mental resilience, foster emotional regulation, and reignite curiosity, especially during high-stress academic periods. As student anxiety, attention difficulties, and emotional dysregulation continue to rise, integrating nature through virtual reality may offer a restorative counterbalance to the intensity and confinement of modern education. The underlying concept of biophilic design is simple but profound. Humans thrive when they are connected to nature. This applies not only to physical spaces, such as classrooms with windows, plants, or natural light, but also to digital environments. Virtual reality now allows educators to place students inside richly detailed simulations of natural spaces, even when schools lack physical access to such settings. These VR classrooms can be configured as outdoor learning pods in meadows, tree houses among jungle canopies, or underwater coral ecosystems, offering not just visual diversity, but sensory calm and wonder. Why does this matter for mental resilience? When students are overwhelmed by tests, social pressures, or the sensory overload of modern schooling, their nervous systems tend to default into stress reactivity. Cortisol levels rise, heart rates increase, and executive brain functions like attention, working memory, and impulse control are compromised. Nature exposure, even in simulated form, helps reverse this state. Research shows that natural imagery and soundscapes reduce sympathetic nervous system activity and increase parasympathetic, rest and digest, tone. This physiological shift fosters emotional regulation, helping students feel calmer, more centered, and better able to engage with academic tasks. Biophilic VR goes one step further by making this experience immersive and interactive. Instead of passively looking at a nature scene, students can explore a rainforest, listen to birds, touch digital plants, or observe animal behaviors. This agency deepens the regulatory effect and creates a sense of personal grounding. Some platforms even incorporate breathing cues synced with the environment, such as inhaling while watching a flower open or exhaling as waves pull back from shore, blending mindfulness with sensory immersion. These subtle design elements teach emotional self-regulation through direct, embodied experience rather than abstract instruction. During high-stress academic periods, like exams or transitions between school levels, such environments can be strategically used as emotional reset zones. Even short VR sessions, lasting 5 to 10 minutes, have been shown to lower anxiety and increase positive effect. Schools can implement calm corners, with headsets where students access forest trails or quiet mountain lakes before high-stakes tasks. This kind of low-cost emotional support may prevent escalation of stress and reduce behavioral incidents, particularly in schools that lack robust counseling resources. Beyond emotion, biophilic VR environments naturally stimulate curiosity, a cornerstone of effective learning. The open-ended, exploratory nature of digital ecosystems invites students to wonder, ask questions, and connect disparate ideas. A lesson in biology taught from inside a virtual rainforest feels less like memorization and more like adventure. Geography or climate science becomes tangible when one can walk across a desert, explore a glacier, or witness a virtual storm rolling across the plains. This engagement is not just about novelty. It activates intrinsic motivation, which supports deeper learning and better memory retention. There's also a strong inclusion benefit. Students with anxiety disorders, ADHD, trauma backgrounds, or sensory sensitivities often struggle in traditional classrooms, which can be loud, rigid, or overstimulating. Biophilic VR classrooms offer a soothing alternative that supports their sensory and emotional needs without isolating them from content. The same environment that helps calm the nervous system also becomes a platform for learning, communication, and confidence building. Importantly, the nature themes in VR classrooms don't need to replace core content. They can enhance it. Educators can use biophilic VR to introduce concepts, transition between activities, or wind down after intense lessons. The versatility of VR allows integration with multiple subjects, while the nature-based backdrop ensures that students are emotionally regulated and cognitively engaged. This dual impact, on both affective and academic domains, is what makes biophilic VR a uniquely promising tool. Emerging data from pilot programs supports this optimism. Schools using VR nature environments report improvements in student engagement, reductions in disruptive behavior, and increased willingness to participate in group activities. Teachers note that anxious or withdrawn students often come alive in virtual gardens or pools, where the pressure of a traditional classroom melts away. Some schools have even begun using VR nature environments during conflict resolution or after emotional outbursts, with strong anecdotal success. As technology becomes more accessible and educational budgets adapt to include digital wellness tools, the future of biophilic VR classrooms looks bright. Headsets are lighter, content is more customizable, and many platforms now offer educator dashboards to track student responses and tailor experiences. In the near future, we may see school days punctuated by moments in the forest, atop cliffs, or beside streams, not as escapism, but as tools for emotional alignment and cognitive focus. In an age where overstimulation and emotional dysregulation are common, biophilic VR offers a rare gift: spaciousness. It invites students to breathe, to wonder, and to return to learning not as a battle for attention, but as a natural extension of calm, curious presence. And in that space, between the sway of trees and the lap of waves, the seeds of resilience, joy, and lifelong learning quietly take root.